kind of anemic, a little bit, not a lot, just a little, not enough to take like a pill for it, but enough to increase my iron in my diet. Um, I went to a plastic surgeon to see about removing the lymphedema on my legs. He was a dick. So I went to my doctor today and told him what happened. And he was very upset that the doctor had an attitude with me and wouldn't do it. And because he sent people to him with less and he's done it. And he was like, I don't understand what his problem is. Maybe he was having a bad day. And my doctor is very old. He's a very old Indian doctor. And he's very sweet and he's very knowledgeable about Lyme disease, lymphedema. So I'll be going to a lymphedema clinic. I was supposed to call today. I did call. Don't yell at me, Winning. I called. They are closed on what day a week? Thursdays. So, because of course they were. She didn't tell me that yesterday when I called, but it was like, whatever. So I'll be calling them tomorrow, making an appointment with them. The doctor will be finding me yet another um, plastic surgeon because he said, he told you that? That's no. Mm-mm. He was like, I'll find you somebody who's going to actively help you and want to help you the way I do. Because when he met me, he also met my son, this doctor. And he said, first of all, he must tell me I was like, oh, you're such a pretty girl. I was like, thank you. Like, I'm not a girl. Number one, I'm 51. Girlhood was a long time ago. Don't call me that because that makes me feel like I got to look like I did at 20, and that ain't going to happen. Not without, the fountain of youth or
Some of us still think of you as a young
miracle.
lady.
The fact that you think of me as a lady is hilarious, but okay. Uh, I'm trying, right, God? I'm trying every day. I try a little harder. I miss the mark though a lot.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, he's gonna look into doing that because when he met me, he said you're very very pretty young woman, and you're well. He said young. He said you're very pretty girl. Let me get my words straight because my brain is racing ahead of my mouth. Um, and he was, he did all my tests and everything, and when I told him the struggle for the last like 3 years, he said I've seen a lot of patients who had complications from the jab. And he said it's destroyed and killed quite a few people that he knew in his personal life and his patients, he has a lot of them. He said, so whoever tells you, that wasn't what caused this. He was like, don't listen. He's like, your instincts are right. He was like, and there's more problems to come down the road for other people. He was like, hopefully you've seen the bulk of your problems. He was like, but we'll get you through it. So my thyroid is really sucky, but he agrees with me that since I've gone 2 years without any thyroid meds and I'm doing good with them, he wants to try to get what I need for the thyroid through food, through different like spacing of like my meals and stuff like that, and not put me back on pills. So we're going to do that for a while. The only pill he has me on, which he was laughing about it today because I burst out laughing. He said, "You're very deficient in vitamin D." I was like, "Who you telling?" And he just looked at me. I said, "Ooh." I was like, I forgot who I was talking to. I'm so sorry. He said, "You're funny." I was like, "Funnier than you know." But yeah, I have to take 50,000 units of
Oh,
D3 a week.
okay. They're doing
So,
you gonna get you started off strong then.
yep. And my son
Yeah.
has to do 50,000 units of D2 because apparently when you lock yourself in the house for like 5 years, you
Yeah.
get a little vitamin D deficient. So,
Yep.
but he thinks that's going to help like the other labs that are just slightly off. So, we're trying to be as natural and, you know, holistic as possible because I don't want to overload my brain with all the chemicals and pharmaceuticals that I was taking before because that
If you
wasn't a
can
good
get some,
look for me.
if you can get some seal oil, then you can get vitamin D from that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thanks a lot.
Maybe Heidel might have a source. She used to be up
My
there.
poor Heidi. You be nice to Heidi. OG
Yeah.
said, I feel you. I'm in the dumps with no energy and got to write jokes for a radio show at 6. A radio show, huh? Hopefully it's got nothing to do with toes, because I don't think there's a joke in the world that man can pull off. But anyway, so just want to burrow in the comforter. I would love to do that. Nobody lets me. And I've been awake since 7:30 this morning for no reason, just because, why not? OG said, my son with Tourette's bit me the other day, went to the hospital, not because the bite was bad. I was just afraid of contracting Lyme because he has a lot of ticks. You're an ass.
God.
I knew what you meant, Tourette's, ticks, and, like not tick. Yeah. I hate that I have to explain that, but I know some people won't get that joke, but I got it.
You don't have to explain it to me.
D2, D3, what does he think y'all are playing Battleship? I mean, he's trying to not sink my battleship. He's like the only doctor who hasn't. Y'all know I started driving again after years and years and years of not driving. And then my mother's car went kablooey. It just decided all the lights were going on the dashboard, and I'm in the parking lot freaking out with my son going, holy shit, why is everything lit up? It started with like traction control, then it went to like check engine, then this was, and it's like bing bing bing. I was like, oh, see. So
coincidence?
Maybe, I don't know. I think it's a 20-year-old car, so it was just time. And nobody was driving it but me. Like, my mother didn't drive it for a year. It was just sitting there, like, doing nothing. So they traded it in, and I have my own truck. And can I tell you a secret? I love my truck. I got a 2021 GMC Terrain.
Oh.
It is gray. It is gorgeous, and it's a beast. We call it the beast. It's got black wheels, like with the rims. They're so badass. And it stems from Canada. The lady who owned it lived in Canada. So when I turn my radio on, until I can figure out how to reset everything, she speaks French to me. And it's like, oh, okay, OnStar lady. Like,
well, you can learn a new language.
Well, I mean, I know quite a bit of French, so that's fine. But it's just,
probably not that kind of French.
No, it was pretty good.
Okay.
It came from, I want to say Alberta is where my truck was. So yeah. So unfortunately, I know people who are having car problems, who keep having car problems, and I'm sorry. I didn't really want to rub this in, but I don't have a lot of happy news to give all the time. So this is all I got. So yes, I got a truck, and it's all mine, and it's paid off. And the insurance is paid off for the next 6 months. So I'm good. So I was able to really like get my wings back, and it's made a major difference in me. My kids get to go out with me all the time because Katie couldn't climb into my mother's husband's truck. It's too high. And I literally went, Shenny's here. Hi, honey.
Hey, Shenny.
I measured my leg compared to my daughter and my ass height compared to my daughter's. And I went to this used car, the car dealership. And I went from truck to truck to truck, making sure that I could back my ass up at her level, because she can't lift her leg in, but she could back her ass up and then scooch. And so I wanted to make sure that she could get in the truck. And it came down to this truck or an Equinox. The Equinox was white. And I know that anything prior to 2018 has timing belt or timing chain issues with that. And I was not dealing with that because I live in the freaking mountains. So I needed something that was going to be reliable. And I saw the terrain and I'm looking at it and I was like, this is a beast of a machine. I was like, I want it. I was like, that's the one I want. And it only had 30,000 miles on it. And it's a 2021. It's in great condition. The dude was super nice. He's a veteran. My mother's husband was there with us. He's a veteran. They kibitz. That's where my mother's husband bought his truck this time last year. So there was a lot of goodwill. And then I got a free tank of gas, and my mother was bitching. She was like, he didn't give us a free tank of gas. I said, well, he must like me more. I mean, obviously. Yeah. And she was just, so that's my big news. That's my big news.
That's good.
I got a truck and I'm going to doctors and I'm going to start going to the lymphedema clinic because all our health insurances are settled now and everything because it took forever because Jersey sucks.
Oh.
They just, Pennsylvania was ready. They were like, we're ready to give it to you right now, but Jersey's not answering us. Like, why not? It was like, okay. So, yeah.
I hear you on that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Lady said, I've been sitting in the sun on a regular basis for the first time in my life trying to get my vitamin D levels up. I mean, I need different types of vitamin D. You know, some are pill form and some you just follow. Yes, a truck. I love my truck. I love my truck. I was sitting with Wendy the other night. I literally talked about my truck for like 4 hours. He didn't get a word in edgewise, and he was just sitting there. I was like, you don't sound as excited as I do. He was like, it's your truck. I was like, I don't care, damn it, get on board. Like, I want excitement. Because I mean, that's the best thing that's happened to me in like the longest time. And I keep losing weight and it's funny because like, yeah, it's really nice being able to walk around and everything. The only thing is I wish Walmart had a bench like right in the middle of the store because I get all around and you get to the middle and I'm like, my legs are like, no, bitch, this is where we stop. And I'm like, no, I still have shopping to do.
Yeah, they have the old guy benches up at the front, but they don't.
Yeah, but they don't have anything inside. So it's like, So the doctor put in for me to get a walker with the seat that I could just put on the front of the shopping cart. I can just hook it right on. So if I have to sit, it's literally right there. And I mean, I want to take my kids to flea markets and stuff like that, but I need to be able to stop and take like a 2-3 minute. That's all I need is 2-3 minutes. And then I can, but when I get to that point where I have that low energy, then I start to panic because I'm like, how am I going to get back to where I started? Because I don't have the energy to get back there and there's nowhere to sit and oh my god, I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna be embarrassed, and then the panic attack starts and it just and then I start to my heart races and kind of just is like, are you okay? No. So thank you, Heidi. She said she's happy for me. I'm glad you're happy for me because I really didn't want to tell you I felt bad because I know how hard you work on stuff and I just want things to be good for you. And I don't like having something where somebody else is lacking. It feels selfish, but anyway, OG said
Heidel worries.
She does. I know she does.
Yes.
OG said that check engine light is always a false flag. Every time mine goes off, I check under the hood and it's always still there. Seriously, I mean, I know the engine was there. It didn't just run away. It just felt like misbehaving. But yeah, I literally can't get out of my neighborhood without going up these 2 like gigantic hills. That car, as much as my mother loved her car, and believe me, every day I have to hear how she gave up her car for me, which is fine. It's fine. We breathe. I sold my baby for you. I'm your baby. Like, I'm your baby, not the car. Like, but I only ever owned that one car that I paid for, and you only ever had one child. That'd be me. Like, prioritize, woman. But no, not my mother. So, I forgot what I was saying because she aggravated me. But yeah, no, she brings it up every day, and every day I'm like, all right. But going up the hill, it was like like, and I mean floored. I had that pedal all the way to the floor, and I could not get over like 30 miles an hour. And I was like, there's no way this is making it up this hill in the winter. No way. There's no freaking way, because it's just nonstop snow here. And there was no way. So I was like, I can't drive it. And then Fredo, her husband, looked at it, and he told my mother, he said, I don't trust that car to get her and the kids safely anywhere. And that's why they traded it in, because he was like, I don't even trust you to go like to the store and back with this. He was like, I don't know what it's going to do. And he's a mechanic. So, I mean, he worked in our gas station. That's how they met. But he was like, no, he said, the car's old. He was like, the air conditioner keeps getting like air in the system, and then the blowers turn off, and then it makes the alternator work extra hard, and she's going to wind up breaking down and get into an accident. And no. So that was that. I was floored though. And then when I got it, they were like, oh, they were so happy. They were like, you deserve this. Well, no, I'm sorry. My mother didn't say that, but her husband said that, which made me cry because I didn't expect that. And I'm not used to hearing that. And I sure as shit didn't hear it from her, but I heard it from him, which was great. So the next purchase for me is a better air rifle, because with the proper scope, I am a freaking crack shot. Oh my God, I can't miss. It's amazing. I'm shooting balloons, cans, everything. I'm just like, oh, I love it. And I'll sit out there for like 2 hours doing it. I love it. I do. I didn't think I would, but I do. So
yeah, you get one of those break action ones they can be pretty good, pretty accurate.
Well, I have the old Red Ryder BB gun right now.
Yeah,
That's
those
mine.
are.
But that's like 40
those
years
are
old.
not.
No,
Yes,
and it's
they
got
are
the
not
two
same.
metal scopes. You got to line them up, and that shit that goes up and to the left every time. And they were like, "It's you." No.
Yeah, up and to the left. Huh.
Yeah, up and to the left every time. And I was like, "It's not me."
Yeah.
Like, I know.
Reminds me of something, but
I know. Hush, shush. I said hush. I forgot the H. Oh well, whatever. It's like saying herbs. There's an H, but I ignore it.
Herbs, yeah.
Yeah, no, I borrowed my mother's gun because she has the BB pellet, the air rifle, and it's got the nice scope on top. And I was like, give me your gun. It's not going to make a difference. Okay. I did every single balloon. Well, boom, boom, boom. I was calling out colors. It was like the hustle of all time. I was like purple, boom, pink, boom, middle can, boom, little can, boom. And then I shot one can all the way across my property. I just kept shooting. Ba-bing, ba-ba-bing, ba-ba-bing, ba-bing. And she was like, you didn't miss once. I was like, nope, sure did. I was like, I sure did. So
yeah, those like Gamma ones or something.
No, so yeah. Oh, it's so much fun though. So much fun.
Yep.
Yeah, so I really like that, but I don't know that I would get a real gun because I'm still me. I don't know that I'm ready for that. But I'm just forging ahead. Heidi said, hey, Shenny, Snipe needs to toggle something in StreamYard to be able to dual stream. Yeah, could you tell him what he has to do?
Yeah,
because I don't know what he has to
figured it out.
Oh, you did it.
Because it was literally just the thing off on the top on the right that said stream to your own channel. And I was like, click that.
See, we could do this too, right? Comments take to the stage live here. So that can, I don't want that. I don't like that. All right. So as long as you're doing it to yours, and I tagged you in my description, so it should come up for other people. Oh yeah, look, I see you. You're linked up here. I forgot that happens. All righty. Yep.
I'm all.
Last said it's so good to hear you having wheels. Yes, you are. See, I'm told you I'm a teacher. I didn't teach you to do, but I told you go do it. So I'm good at giving orders too because I'm bossy.
Oh, But
women are were you going to say that wasn't what you were going to say, right?
No, it was I was just saying I know that's what women are good at. Let's leave it there.
Uh-huh. Good choice. Last said, it's so good to hear you having wheels and getting out is making a good difference in you. I'm happy for you, Shelly. It is making a difference. I try to go out early every morning since my cats wake me up at like the crack of ass. And I go to the lake and I walk around the lake because there's nobody there. And I even bought a little fishing pole and I put it in the back of my truck so that when I don't have children with me, I can just sit there and fish for a little while if I want to, just for me time because I never get to be by myself.
Man, I am so happy for you. This is like
Thank you.
great news.
It is. But like I've told you and many other people, like
Yeah.
sometimes you hit the lowest of lows and it looks like
Oh,
you're never going to come back up. But you
oh,
do. You got to make a decision to. I told my
I,
mother, I said, "You're so negative." I said, "I can't worry about who's pissed right now and who I'm offending." I was like, "Cuz at this point I'm offending you just existing." I was like, "So get the fuck over it." And she was like, "What?" I was like, "I don't give a fuck." I was like, "I have wheels." I was like, "That right there, my ability to walk, my ability to pay for my own shit, and my ability to get out and like move around because now I have a means of transportation. I'm not stuck inside no matter what." Those three things mean that I have so many less fucks to give,
yep.
and pushing my buttons is going to be a lot harder. But I'm still like I spend all day like, do you need anything? Are you okay? I do all the dishes. I do the majority of the cooking. I do all the cleaning in this freaking house. I make sure I go outside. I stay interested in all the plants that they're growing and I pay attention to all the animals outside and inside and feed the stray cats and feed the raccoons and the skunks and the possums and everything else that's coming by. Because they're all just now they'll just come up on the porch and they're just like, "Hey." He's got his chickens in the back that now they look for me because I give them watermelon rinds. You want to make
Oh,
friends with chickens? Give them watermelon rinds. Holy crap.
yeah.
They will follow
Tomatoes
you
are a good one too.
everywhere. Yeah, they eat the tomatoes right off the plants. And I keep running blocker for the poor groundhog that my mother wants to annihilate because it's trying to get her eggplant.
I, I'm with your mother.
Nope, not me.
I don't like those things.
Nope, I don't care if anybody likes them or not. It's a living thing. Leave it alone. It's not like you can eat it, and it's not like you would.
So are my plants that I want to eat.
I know, and that's the thing. It's aggravating her because it keeps digging under everything and making giant holes in the backyard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't fall in one.
You might fall in one. Get hurt.
Not me. I look where I walk. She might fall. That's why I tell her take the walker with her because she has a walker.
Yeah.
So it's like, use the walker, woman. Last said she's excited for me. Thank you. Why are you typing in chat? Stop that. That's amazing that he did that. T3, awesome on the rifle. I know. I'm so excited. And one of the reasons why I've also been away quite a bit is we had visitors that I was not expecting. My brother Freddie just showed up with his family. It was a Sunday. Was it last week? No, it was the weekend before this last one. We all woke up real late. It was like 11 o'clock on a Sunday. They were planning on going to church. I was planning on just sitting on the porch for a little while, smoking my vape, be a good girl, whatever. And I'm sitting there and this car pulls up and they're going real slow. And I'm like, what the hell? And then they pull into my driveway and I was like, I'm going to kill my son if he ordered DoorDash and didn't tell me because it's way too freaking early for this crap. And I'm looking and the tint on the driver's side window was so dark that I couldn't see who it was. But I looked in the passengers and I was like, oh, that's Damaris. That's my sister-in-law. And I was like, oh my God, that means it's Freddie. And I waved, jumped up, ran inside, and I'm like, we've got company. we've got company, because everybody was in their nightgowns. And I was just like, oh my God, Freddie's here. My mother go, what? I was like, oh my God, Fredo, Freddie's here. He was like, my son, Fred, yes, with Damaris and the boys. He was like, oh shit. So everybody's like jumping up, getting dressed, trying to like mad clean the house before they come in and see anything. And I ran outside. I was like, oh my God. So we had a really good time. They were here Sunday. They stayed at a motel Sunday night because apparently they didn't want to sleep on the floor on air mattresses. I don't know why. And then they came back on Monday and we all hung out. But we had a really good time. And it was a big
Good.
surprise because I haven't seen my brother Freddie in years. He did not come up to my house when they were moving me out. He stayed in the hallway because his dad told them, you know, your sister doesn't look like she looked before. Like she looks sick. And Freddie couldn't take it. He didn't want to see me like that in case something happened. So he just did stuff like behind the scenes. My brother Jose came in and was like, but even he told me later, he was like, I wasn't prepared for you just with the dark circles around your eyes and like the swelling and, you know, you let all that gray hair like grow it. He was like, you looked really sick. And I was like, I was really sick. So the last time here was in May. He was like, you looked really good. I was like, look at you. You're walking around. I'm so proud of you. I want him to see me now.
Yeah. And that can be tough. I know I've understood that from if you think somebody is like so bad that they might not be around, it's tough to have that vision of them when they were that sick.
Yeah. Well, my brother took the opportunity to yell at me for not telling him that I almost died a couple times.
Yeah. Wow.
And I was like, he said, if I knew you were sick, I would have come up and I would have helped you. And I was like, I didn't want you to remember me like that. Like, if something happened to me, like I wanted you to remember me being loud and, you know, full of energy and running around and jumping on people and, you know, twerking on everybody or whatever. You know, I didn't want you to remember me sitting in a freaking recliner, you know, crying because I can't sleep. Like, it's just, you know, like, so we had quite a few talks. And I mean, that's one of the only times my brother Freddie ever like held me for a long time. And he was just like, I love you so much. He was like, don't you dare fucking die on me. He was like, he was like, we're still young. He was like, you know, he was like, you're younger than me. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm 3 years older than him. But in his head, he thinks he's older. Like, you look older because he's old gray now. But I was like, the gray works for you. It does. He looked very distinguished. And I got along really, really well with my sister-in-law. And she was like, she said, I totally get you now. She was like, I get it. She was like, I'm so sorry. I haven't talked to you in a long time. I was like, it's fine. I was like, he didn't like the way I babysat your son because I didn't wake him up every 2 hours to eat. Because why would you? It was like, But now she understands like what I went through with my kids. And, you know, like what I went through doing it on my own and whatever. Even though, you know, she's married to my brother, sometimes it's just like Freddie can be just like another child. So she gets it. And we just got along really, really well. And I was like, wow, you know, Tamara's like, I really like you. I was like, I loved you because you're my sister-in-law. I was like, but I like you now. And she was like, I like you too. She was like, we were okay before. I was like, yeah, but no, you were way too young for me.
Yeah.
Like she didn't have any of the life experience I had.
Yeah.
So we just didn't see each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to see eye to eye when you're coming from two completely different places.
Yeah.
So she's still just as pretty. She's got a little meatier though. She's not fat in any way, shape, or form, but she's curvier and filled out now. I'm like, oh, look at you. You're all like woman form now. It's awesome. So she was like, thank you. I was like, you're welcome. But it was really good. It was really good. Shenny said, you got this going. You're good. There you go. Why was I in Rumble? I don't know, Shenny. Why were you in Rumble? I don't even know why I'm in Rumble. I don't have Rumble open. It's just streaming there. Just for shits and giggles. Last said I love Pennsylvania. Shelly, she's doing things that she enjoys. You love Pennsylvania, Shelly? That's what I'm going to be called, not Jersey girl. I'm still a Jersey girl. I mean, I love New Jersey, Shelly, but this version of you sounds so much happier. Yeah, I'm lately I've just been trying to take the wins where I can and let go of the stuff that hurts, and that bothers me. And like when my mother says something that is just I look at her and I go, "Don't start your shit." And I just walk away. And I'm like, "I ain't dealing with you. Like, you're going to be like that? Sit by yourself." And I walk away. No, don't leave it. No. If you're going to be a crab ass, then I'm not going to sit here with you. No. Like, because there are consequences for the things you do. So,
that's what I tell people. Becoming like they'll talk about like adulthood, like it's something like one day you become an adult. And I have figured that being adult is just figuring out that certain things hurt more than they're worth doing. And so you just stop doing those. You stop caring about that stuff. You just let that go. And that's what being adult is. It's not that you still have the same desires and childish thoughts and all that stuff. You just know it's going to hurt. So you don't do it. There's no major, epiphany that you just become an adult one day and understand things.
It's just your priorities change. Like my priority is my children's well-being and my peace of mind. That's all I want. I want security, peace of mind, and joy. And if you bring anything that threatens that, you can turn around and get right the fuck back out. Like, because I always thought, like, I had this thing about keeping people in my life and whatever. And then I got to a point where I was like, you know what? I'm not chasing anybody. Like, even that when I was doing the other channel thing with the idiot that was on there, he tried telling people, "Oh, she said this." She said, "No, I didn't." When he was like, "All right, like this is done," I was okay. That was it. The only like backlash that had was that it was done to me on stream in front of people without like giving me any kind of respect. And that I just laughed maniacally and then shut it all down. But I never retaliated. I never like threw dirt out there about them or whatever, even though they did it to me. And it was because I was like, you know what? Obviously, you are insecure enough that you need this win. You need to have this fight. You need to make people think that you're the poor victim, poor you, whatever. You go do that. I'm going to go restart my channel and just start a whole new life. So good luck to you. And that's what I did. And a lot of people gave me shit about it. They were like, why didn't you like make him pay? No, why would I do that? Like, I don't see the point. Like, it's not worth my energy. I have limited freaking energy. I'm going to put it toward me now. And that's when, the whole me and winning best friendship started. And it kind of just blew up from there. Because he and I both believe in, like lifting each other up. It's not about like, I mean, we can criticize each other in good ways, but it's always, I've got your back. And if I have a problem, the only person that's going to know that I have a problem with something you did is you, because it's nobody's fucking business. And that's why we keep like most of our information like so tight between each other, because we trust each other. And I've learned that sharing with like tons and tons of people, I can share stuff, but there's stuff that you just don't let out of the bag because people are going to blow it up and make it into something bigger than it is. Like it's something you could deal with in like 10, 15 minutes. They're going to perpetuate it every single time they run into you because they like to stir the pot. So just don't give them the ammunition. Just you keep that shit private. And when you care that much about somebody and you have somebody's back like that, you don't need to discuss it with other people. I don't need other people's opinions on him. He doesn't need other people's opinions on me. We've already formed our opinions. We know each other.
Sorry about that.
No, that's all right. And so that's where, we're good there. You know, like that's where it is. And everything else that goes on between us is just our business. Other people, they'll put all that out there or whatever. And I used to, and I just don't see the need to anymore. It's just for me, I'd rather just joke about stuff and like talk about good things that are happening, bitch about my mother. But like really private, personal things, I tend to keep under wraps because it happened one day, but it might be resolved the next day. And the only person who should be thinking about that is me and that person. Other people, if they keep bringing it up, then the issue never dies. So just keep your shit private. That's all. That's my advice for good relationships because we have an excellent relationship. And it's because we keep our shit just between us.
Yeah. So. And, you know, like with some of these other people that say stuff about you or do anything, what are you going to really get from them? Even if
I mean, they have nothing to offer me. Like the ones that the naysayers. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to get anything from them.
My life ain't that interesting. So if they need to know information about me, how fucking boring are their lives? Like, it's like, why don't you run out and go get yourself some of your own drama and stop worrying about mine? Like,
if anybody ever looks into my stuff, it's like, geez, you are really bored if you go after me. I mean, that's,
I mean, I love to hear a little gossip every now and then or whatever.
Yeah.
But only when it's going to lead to something funny. Like, I don't want to know nothing that's like nasty or something that paints them in a really bad light. Like, I don't want to see people like that. I really don't.
No.
And I think a lot of that is that I spend a lot of time just talking to the heavens. Like, I talk to God all the time. Oh, a butterfly just landed on my window. Yesterday a woodpecker landed outside my window. I was like, oh, I was just watching it hop up the telephone pole. I was like, oh, look at you. But yeah, no, I spend most of my alone time, at least, just talking to God. And, you know, it made a huge difference for me to say, I can't do this by myself. And I'm going to need you to take care of this stuff. And I'm going to trust you to take care of this stuff. And whatever path it takes me on, I'm willing to go there with you. And everything started turning around when I decided I don't have to do this by myself. You know, yes, I have God on my side. Yes, I have God to talk to. Yes, I have winning. Yes, I have my kids. And I have Heidi, and I have you, and I have Sheni, and I have Lady, and I have, you know, Andrea, and I have tons of people who are constantly reaching out to me, making sure, are you okay? What's going on? This is what's going on in my life. And I still have a purpose. You know, I still have connections. It just gets harder sometimes to maintain the connections at the level that I want to because there's so many now. And I don't do a lot of YouTube because I really do enjoy being outside. I like going out and watching the animals and, you know, talking to the freaking chickens. And it's fun. And it's been very, very good for me. They do, actually. Red is a talker, and then you got Jersey, who's got the big hair, and she's a squawker. And then I have Squeaker, who squeaks like a dog toy. Literally goes like so. But Red is the one that will argue with me. Like if she goes into the front yard, I'm like, no, you got to go in the back. Do not make me get out and she bark, 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 bark. Like she literally makes fun of me. And it's just like, okay. And she'll jump up on the porch and be like, now what? And I'm like, woman, yesterday I gave her eggshells. She took I gave them all eggshells from hard-boiled eggs because it's really good for them. And she got a whole bunch of them in her beak. And I looked at her, you better share those. She was like, fuck that. She ran like hell. I was like, and there's one. And the other ones are like looking at, because I really spoiled these chickens. We have 5 of them. 4 black chickens, 1 red. They all lay multiple eggs a day. I made an angel food cake this weekend. Oh my God, it was so good. But it makes up for the first one that I made that collapsed and had the consistency of shoe leather. Sweet shoe leather, but
yeah. Just got to suck on it a while.
Yeah, that's what she said. But no, that was too easy. What are you doing? You're crackling. What are you doing?
Am I? I'm not doing
Yes.
anything.
I don't know. That was a crackle. Y'all heard it.
Oh,
Yeah,
could
I
have
am
been. Who knows?
happier last, but I still have a lot of anxiety. I just don't take the anxiety meds. I will be seeing a therapist soon. Connor will be seeing a therapist soon. His will be online. I think mine is going to have to be face to face, because if it's on camera, then I don't really share with the person. I mean, I do, but I don't know. I'm better in person when I talk to them. So we'll see.
I can do both ways. I've been very good at
You
that.
go both ways? I didn't know
Yep,
that about
I go
you.
both ways. Yeah.
That's
Yes,
what they
I
used to say
can.
about me.
Yeah.
The only person who didn't say that was
different
winning.
things. Yeah.
Yes, he's doing it to his. I'm trying to catch up, and you talk while I catch up in chat. So tell me,
Okay.
I gave you an update. What are you up to?
What am I up to? Well, I've been getting better with I think I've said it on everything else that I have rheumatoid arthritis. And so the medication, we're getting that figured out, that most days it's pretty good. I think I'm like 75% there. I don't know if I'll ever be back to normal, but I'm doing much better. There's still, this morning I woke up and it was a rough morning, but then I had mowed yesterday, and so it's gonna hurt a little. I forgot to take my pain pills at night and should have, but they're working now.
I mean, do you find that you're like pushing through pain? Are you overdoing it, or this is just a normal wear and tear that you're at now?
No, it's just that if I just do too much stuff, it's during the night. Like while I'm doing it, I feel fine. It's during the night. It just builds up that the immune system decides, hey, we really got to go after the joints tonight. And so it does, and I wake up not feeling so great.
Yeah.
And with it being an autoimmune thing, it's like catching a cold or the flu. Your body reacts about the same way, so you get really fatigued.
Yep.
And
I'm right there with you. Right there with you.
Yeah. So, but it's much closer, and my doctor's good, although she looks like she's like 18. Which really, yeah, I mean, she ain't.
Listen,
It ain't
the younger
bad
they are,
going
the
to
more
her.
they know, apparently. They
Well,
don't do the old school stuff.
No. Oh,
They're
she's
not
way
about
too
suffer through it. Like
she's so positive, and everything is so, keep me updated and keep me, let me know if this is working and doing all this. And even the medications, when I'm supposed to take them, she goes, oh, I'll give you a leeway, just you have to take them within 24 hours of each other and stuff. And so when I do it, she's fine, and yeah, no, she's really good. I have also been working on, if you've watched my videos, anybody that
I've watched quite a few.
Yeah, you notice that I have some twitches and jerks and a movement disorder. And that's why
I don't really notice it. I really don't. But I
know
people who have a lot of tics. So
yeah, and these aren't really tics. I mean, there's a difference between tics and movement disorder stuff.
I know, but I don't tend to pay attention.
Yeah.
I mean, you do what you do. You're you. I like
you.
Yeah, I think you're awesome.
And that's,
so if you have a tremor or a jerk,
Yeah, but it bothers me, and sometimes it can cause some pain just because of, and it causes some other issues too. There's more. So a couple weeks ago, I went to a geneticist because I did a shitload of different kind of. I had MRIs for like 2 hours sitting in the thing going, and that was not comfortable.
I bet.
Then I did like a bunch. I don't know how many. I should count them up. How many different blood tests they did trying to figure out what it was. And all this time, the doctor's saying, "Well, none of these are going to show anything up. It's just the order we have to go through to get to the genetic
protocol.
testing.
They have to tick off all the boxes.
Yeah, you got to go through everything. So now I went to a geneticist, got blood taken to do the test, which they can't test just for the one thing. He says we're going to do a test that tests for like a lot of different genetic things.
Yep.
So he said you'll probably find out some things you don't want to know, but that's just the way it's going to be if you want to find out, and I was like, yeah, okay, I guess I'll find out. So that should be any time now in the next week or two. I should hear on that.
Well, hopefully that'll be enlightening for you.
Yeah, it would be nice just so I can do that and kind of do some more research, because there is some things with the anxiety and depression and some things like that can be caused by this, even if it doesn't manifest itself in a physically noticeable, movement, that even people that just carry it have the anxiety and stuff. So they know it's caused by that. So that might help in the treating of that part of it too, because there's some days it was weird. Like yesterday was not one of the better days I've had, and it was abrupt. It was like I went to, I was just kind of sitting waiting for the grass to dry enough so I could go mow, and I started getting the mower ready and everything to do, and it was like a weight was placed on my chest and it just pushed through all the way, and it's hard to describe how lonely you can feel in just a moment. It just changed like, in a split second.
I know that.
And it took,
despair.
Yeah.
And
it's just like, and thankfully I had the, mowing to do. So I did that, and I still wasn't in a great mood after that. It took a while, but I got by evening, I was pretty good then. So
I get what you're talking about. The loneliness.
Yeah.
And different things can trigger it. People don't realize how sensitive you are to it. I went for a walk around the lake the first time, and there are all these benches that people donated, and they're dedicated to the people that live in my town. But of course, all these people were married. And so it's like Betty and Dave Smith, and this one was done by like Joe and Teresa Gargantuan, whatever. Like, and I'm going, and there's literally like 30 of these benches, chairs. They have fishing chairs, like the Adirondack chairs, like set up all around the outside of the lake, because it's a trout-filled lake. So it's specifically like for fishing. Yeah. And I'm walking, and I got about halfway around, and I burst into tears because I was like, oh my God, like all these people were paired up. Like, what happened to the world where people used to have partners, and they always, like, no matter what stage of life they were in, they found somebody who was their person, and they grew old with this person, or, they went through hard times with this person. And it killed me, because I was like, I have my person. He's far. He's got his shit he's got to do. I got my shit I got to do. Because once, we're combined, we want to be strong. We don't want to go into anything from a weak position, because once we're together, like location wise, we want to be strong. We don't want to start off from a bad place. So we got to work on what we're working on while we're apart. But it gets lonely, because the only person that I want like wrapped around me is him. There's days where I'm just like, oh my God, like I can sink into your voice, but I can't sink into your arms. And that's all I want. And it's so hard, but it's worth the wait because of what we're aiming toward. We're working so hard to get there. And that's great, but that loneliness, man, I've always been independent. Like I never needed anybody in my life, and I don't need him in my life. I want him in my life. And that's been a change because I felt like I needed him before, and it made me a little crazy. And I don't. And I think he's in a better position when I realized I don't need you to be there. I want you to be there. Like, you're not something that I'm dependent on to survive or to be happy, but you're something I choose because you make me happy, because you're there with me, because I love you the way that I do, and because he loves me the way that he does. But it's a choice, and it makes it so much better. But it, again, took me how many bad relationships to get to this point. And everybody told me, stay away from him, stay away from him. And he's been the best thing in my life, other than my children. So you can't always listen to other people. You got to listen to your instincts. And for once, my instincts were like, no, like God put him in front of you. Like there's a reason why he said, here, stay right there. Yeah. And it was like, oh, but it gets really difficult. And people that have somebody don't understand that depth of loneliness. And I get you. I do. I get it.
It bothers me being around some of my family.
Yep.
When they will kind of complain about, oh, I got to go do this weekend because the wife, has this planned. Mm-hmm. Or, he wants to go do this.
Poor you. Because, somebody loves you.
Poor you.
Aww. Yeah. Wait, let me like squeak out a tear. Wait, I'm stepping on my smallest violin. Wait a minute. Like,
yeah. It's like you don't know what it's like
in the face. I really do.
I mean, it's like the whole thing of you're sitting out watching the sunset, and you don't have somebody just to reach over and grab their hand.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
like
it's like,
where's my hand to hold? That's all I want. Yeah. I don't need huge, extravagant gestures or whatever. Yeah. I don't want any of that. I want the stuff that matters.
Yeah, that's like I want to cook a meal with some. Yeah. I want to cook a meal with somebody. And just have it where we both do different parts of it, and it makes it a good meal. Things like that. It's just, it seems silly.
No, it's not silly at all. And it's completely natural to want that. And it's absolutely 100% natural to be pissed off that you don't have it. Because I know you're not just sad about it. You're not just feeling the lonely. Like you're angry. Like, what the fuck? Like, why don't I get what other people, like shittier people out there, get what they want? But I'm working my ass off to be a good person. I'm giving. And I'm getting, screwed in the not so nice way every freaking time. Yep. So no, I get it. I do. No, I completely get it. Yep. By the way, hi nerd.
Yeah.
I don't want him to think that I missed it because I haven't been reading chat. I'm behind in chat. Still me.
Yeah, Bobby's been in there trying to. He defends.
That's Bobby being OG.
He's defended me. He's saying be nice.
I'm not down that far. Who's OG?
Yeah.
Isn't that Bobby?
No. OG is OG.
There's Bobby Bologna. Oh, see, OG is different. I didn't know because Shenny knows OG, so I figured it might be him under a different name.
OG likes doing jokes.
He's good at them.
Yeah.
He's good at them. All right. So, Bobby Bologna, T3, are you being nice to Snipe? I mean, as nice as I can be. Am I being nice to you, Snipperoonie? I sure am.
It's been okay.
Yes, ma'am.
see, he defends me, and one of the things on Shenny's will is be nice to Snipe, so they have to all be nice to me for a while. And he says it's not because he likes me; it's because it makes them upset.
Oh, see, I'm not nice ever. No. Like, because nice is conditional. Yeah. So I'm just me, and I give it to him honest. Yeah. And like anybody that like talks to me outside of here knows that whatever you tell me, that's gonna stay with me.
Yeah.
Even like, I mean, if I never like said the dirt that shitty people who fucked me over royally told me, then people who are being nice to me, you could pretty much say that shit is vaulted. Like it's locked away clean. So, and I was raised Italian. We don't talk about that kind of stuff. You shut the fuck up. That's how you stay alive. Snitches get stitches. But no, nice. I mean, what is nice really? But I'm good to them, right?
It's overrated. Yeah.
Listen, I'd rather be good to you and understanding and compassionate and caring than just be nice and placate you and not give a shit.
Oh yeah.
Be like, oh yeah, small talk. Okay, bye. Like, no, like I actually care what you have to say. I care what Heidi has to say. I care what Andrea and Shenny and Lady all have to say, because you all do matter to me.
Yeah, even when it takes a week and a half to get back on something, or
because shit gets in the way. I mean, listen, when you have
and then you say, hey,
can we, a mother like mine, you're always putting out fires.
Yeah. So it's like, hey, can we stream together? And sure, we'll get it set up. And then it's like, be ready in 10 minutes.
Hey, but I did it. I did promise you that I would do it, and I did it. I always follow through on my promises. It might take me a bit.
You did it.
But I will always follow through.
Now we're gonna get Henry Higgins thing going.
Yeah. Just you wait. Henry Higgins, just you wait. Yeah. Shenny said, "Oh, Bobby, I love how you always have Snipes back. It is really sweet. It's like a little bromance. That's cute. Oh, you made a friend. That's sweet." Ladies,
he turns sometimes.
Go ahead.
No, I just said he turns sometimes too, just because he doesn't want to be.
Everybody does. Yeah. You don't want to be predictable.
No.
That's why I was like, I wonder if anybody will get the title, because I couldn't think of a title and I didn't know what we were going to talk about, and I was like, what's my favorite thing? Wrestling. It's a new day. Yeah. What do you want to talk about? Woo! I was like, yep.
Woo!
Yeah. Like Will Raleigh Sport will see that and go, oh, I know all those sayings. I know all those taglines. He'd be like, that's all wrestling shit. But that's basically like what I do when I'm not outside. Like Winning and I, we watch a lot of wrestling. We watch a lot of different renovation videos. We watch shopping videos, invention stuff, like the richest hotels in the world. And I took a $50 cruise. That one was funny. I highly recommend the ones where they take cheap cruises. They're entertaining as all get out. And there are some that are really, really interesting. Like there are people who go and stay in an igloo in the Arctic.
Oh.
And they videotape like the whole experience. And it's just like, these are things that I will probably never get to do. And they fascinate me. One guy went to Antarctica. Oh, it was great.
Oh.
Like, it was just like, oh my God. Like you see things that you probably will never either get to see or could never afford to see. But that's what we do. We watch that stuff. And then we talk all the time. But I do really enjoy like going and watching these different streams.
Yeah, but I mostly watch music videos, a lot of music videos. And
I listen to music when I'm outside.
Yeah. Oh, I listen to music all the time. I get worried that maybe I'm in the tism range of something. I have to have something going in my head, kind of.
Yeah, we'll see if the music isn't playing, I'm singing. So
yeah,
there's always music. So I mean, if you have the tism, so do I. So
yeah.
Outpost said, my brother didn't visit our grandmother when she was in the hospital for that last time. He couldn't take seeing her with all the machines hooked up to her. Yeah, I was mad at him at the time, but now I understand. Yeah, and like the last time I saw my grandmother, she forcibly pushed me away. And she made it like she was disgusted with me, and it took me years to figure out she wasn't mad at me. She wanted me to feel some type of way so that when she passed, which she knew was going to be like in a day or two, I didn't take it so hard. And she figured if I was in a place where I was mad at her, then I would be like, well, yeah, like I don't care. Like she obviously doesn't know me very well, but that was her intention, was to distance so that it didn't crush me. Yeah. And she didn't understand she was my hero. It was going to crush me no matter what. So I get why she did. I'm so pissed that she did, but it's like I look up every once in a while. I'm like, I got it. I'm still, like it was a shitty thing to do, but I get it. So, yeah.
Yeah, when my dad passed away, I had basically taken care of him for 5 or 6 years as he went down in dementia. And so it's really hard not to think of him that way he was for those last few years.
Yeah, the same with my aunts, my 2 aunts.
Yeah.
Vice Baby is here too. Vice Baby. Doom, doom, doom,
Baby
doom,
Vice.
Doom, doom. Vice Baby. Doom, 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 doom. But are you vanilla Vice Baby? Or are you chocolate Vice Baby? Or are you more like a sherbet kind of baby?
Kind of a mocha, I think he is.
You think he's a mocha? Mm. He likes that caffeine. Knowledge of pain is adulthood, Jenny said. As a child, you jump off the roof. As an adult, jumping off is going to hurt, so you take the ladder now. No, I slip and fall off the roof. Let's keep it honest, okay? Me and ladders do not get along. If I'm on the roof, I'm going to be on the ground in a different position very quickly. Adulthood for you.
Yeah, different positions are okay.
No pain. Different position. I mean, sometimes it's just like, why am I doing all the work? Anyway, Nerd said some people want to control what people think, and I've decided no one is going to tell me what to say or how to feel. Shut up. So anyway, because he's my nerd and I can tell him that. Never give ammunition. Absolutely. Well, the thing is, never give them ammunition, because it's so easy for people to remember the shit you say and just hurl it back at you at your lowest time. And you're just like, I'm sorry. And you're supposed to be my friend? Like, we're supposed to be friends? Like, what's going on? Venting helps some people. Let me just run through this chat. I got to catch up. Alpo's venting to the right person. Yes, don't vent to people who are going to vent to somebody else all your shit. Like, learn to decipher. Be a little more... I'm not saying just to you. I'm saying in general. Bobby said, I'm not very interesting, but what I say is I can piss everybody off really quick. Oh, I'm very good at that too. Yeah. It's like, who's got the button? Because I love to push buttons. Shenny's in both. There you go. She's in both our chats. That's my girl. Sometimes you think it's the right person. That person proves you wrong, but that's not the fault of the venter. Yeah, kind of is, because there are red flags. And when somebody warns you, this person is going to turn, and then you go back to them and you continue to give them information, that's on you. That's on the venter, whoever that is. Like, if you say this person you're telling is telling other people, then no, they wouldn't do that. Then how the fuck did I find out? Like, I'm just saying, you didn't tell me. But yet I know. Connect the dots. Like, come on. And a lot of people, sometimes they're like, that's the only person I have left. They won't let it go. And it's like, I would rather be completely alone than be surrounded by people who are going to betray me. Because I don't need to constantly watch my back all the time. I used to have to do that. I used to have to watch all my words, watch whatever I did, where I was, when I showed up, when I left, how long I was there. And I don't do that anymore. I show up when I want to. I have unplugged a lot from the internet. Like, yes, I still watch YouTube videos. I more listen to them than watch them. but I spend a lot more time outside, a lot more time with my kids, a lot more time just getting all my shit in order that I've been avoiding. Like the medical stuff, snips, you have no idea how many envelopes that I called the state and I was like, listen, I have about 80 envelopes from you people and I have no idea where to begin. I was like, can we just start over? Like, just tell me what you need and I'll do it right now. Because it was just overwhelming. It was, I'd avoid. And then I had a mountain of things to deal with. And it was just easier to call them direct and say, look, I fucked up. I've been sick. I have a lot of anxiety. Part of my coping is to avoid things that give me anxiety, and y'all give me anxiety. And now it's to a point where I can't even look at it. I need help. And you'd be surprised how they're like, it's okay. Let's see where we're at. And
there's more help out there than people think.
Oh yeah. Like we naturally assume that they're going to be like, I don't have time to help you. I have a job to do. No, that's literally their job. Like, and you might have to remind them of that, but it is their job. So, I mean, that's a good thing. Yeah.
Oh, and I've had some offered, like, even though things were okay, it was like, are you sure? Because we can get you into this one too. And, different plans and different things. And like, nope, I'm good.
Oh yeah. I couldn't see anybody that knew anything about lymphedema, and every doctor I saw in Jersey, I'm talking about Jersey. Every doctor I saw in Germany. In Jersey, I'm telling you, like my mouth is not, my brain is going so fast. But like I talked to all these doctors about Lyme and none of them knew anything about it. And they were like, oh, it's a tiny thing. And that goes away. So none of them believed in the chronic Lyme disease. They didn't believe in the long-term effects of Lyme disease. And they were like, you have lupus. No, you tested me for lupus. I don't have lupus. I don't have MS. I don't have that bar, whatever bullshit thing that it's called. I don't have any of these, but I did come back full of Lyme disease. Like, and you see the bacteria under the microscope and you see it in the MRI scans. And so how are you still telling me, oh, no. Yes. Like, stop it. And they all have, all those diseases all have the same symptoms. All of them. And
the problem is it could be two of them.
Wouldn't deal. Yeah, but the doctors there wouldn't deal with it.
Yeah, get rid of the one first. They're trying to.
The doctor here, he said, oh, I started my residency when it first came out in the 70s. He was like, I've been practicing a long time. He was like, and Lyme caught my interest. He was like, and I was looking at, because I had filled out this whole questionnaire before I went the first time. He said, and I was looking at what you wrote. He said, I can't believe they treated you so badly. He said, but I guess I should. He said, because for years we were all pariahs for believing that Lyme disease was, one, spreading as fast and virulent as it was, and two, had long-term effects on the brain, the spine, the reproductive organs, your deep tissue. It caused fatigue. It caused muscle ache. It causes rheumatoid arthritis. It's just I'm not there yet, like, because I'm trying to reverse the damage to my body, and I've done all the treatments that they say to do, and I've done all the exercises, and keep taking weight off, and that really does help. But like, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and it's my one shoulder is where it starts. It's my right shoulder, and it's because I've damaged it so much throughout my life in car accidents and falling and gymnastics and like pitching and whatever. So this shoulder has a lot more wear and tear than the other one. And of course, that's where the arthritis is. And they're worried because every once in a while I get like a rash, like a scaly kind of rash in like one little area on that shoulder. And when the doctor like saw that, he was like, oh, and he was like, well, we're going to keep an eye on that. He was like, if that appears anywhere else. And I was like, okay. But I mean, it was just like the size of like a quarter. But it still was there. He was like, yeah, that's indicative, though, that's going to be a problem. And I'm like,
yeah, that could be an autoimmune thing. And
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's, it's nice to talk to doctors who genuinely want to help you.
Yeah.
It's new for me. I mean, I only had that one doctor in Jersey, like ever, that tried to help me, and then they moved her somewhere else because they didn't like that. She was like, "Yes, she has Lyme disease." They're like, "No, she doesn't." Okay.
I have been so lucky with my doctors. It's been,
That's
I mean,
fantastic.
yeah, because I had like the rheumatoid arthritis was found out by actually just an orthopedist that he was looking at, because I thought it was just my shoulders. And he asked, "Does anything else hurt?" And I said, "Well, I got a couple knuckles that are kind of swelled up and hurting." And he said, "We're going to do some blood tests then, because I don't think it's something I can handle." And that he says, "I think it'll be rheumatology," and
Yeah.
he's seen it quite quickly, even though that wasn't his expertise. And that really, that, yeah, it was quickly then that everything got going. But that was nice to have that, somebody that actually looked for something instead of just saying, we'll give you a shot of cortisone, go home.
Right. Here's a pill, here's a shot, here's a brace. Bye. It's like,
Yeah.
go get yourself resistance bands and do exercises. Like, bitch,
they
really?
gave me
'Cause
some of those
motion
too, but
hurts. I know, I
yeah,
have some too.
yeah.
I have like the Pilates thing that you put between your knees and you squeeze. It's like a thigh master, but it's a circle. It's like, all right, whatever. And I mean, I
Yeah.
use that.
Wow.
One thing I do use that really has helped me since I've moved here, I bought this vibrational plate. It looks like a step. You can stand on it and vibrate, and I do that for 15 minutes every day. I stand on it and it vibrates, and like I can do squats on it and whatever. It really helps like the core muscles, and it helps me build my legs back up because my legs are always just a little bent. But at night, when I'm sitting in the chair and I'm watching stuff with Winning, my legs used to swell up so bad from being in a sitting position for so long because you forget. You're like, oh, I've only been sitting for an hour, right? No, 5 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like,
yeah. Time
With
goes
this,
quick sometimes.
yeah. I put the vibrational plate under the desk and I put my feet on it and I just let it run. And it vibrates my legs from the hips down. And it just keeps the circulation going so well that my legs don't swell up like that. And it really, really helps because then when I get to sleep at night, I'm very relaxed because I literally just gave myself like a lower body like massage, not in a gross way, but like my legs got like
the jokes were writing themselves.
I know.
I know.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Open
the
mouth.
vibrator. Yeah, vibrator
That's what
from
I
your
do.
hips down.
Listen, I got no shame. Like if I was, rubbing one out, I would say it. I don't give a fuck. But no, like this really does help. And I mean, if people have circulation problems, I am not a medical professional, but do your research, look into it because there are things out there that you can passively use that aren't going to stress you out that are really going to help. And I'm telling you, like this plate really helped me because it got rid of like all the swelling in my feet. It increased the blood circulation in my lower legs, so from like the knee down, because the knees are what's damaged the most, and it made my thigh muscles stronger. Like it kind of like woke them up because they were constantly being moved around. They weren't allowed to sit still and atrophy. So I really reversed a lot of the damage that they told me was irreversible. So don't ever give in to what doctors tell you because they're very naysay about everything. Like you got to believe you can do it and take the chance. If it doesn't work, try something else.
Oh, even my rheumatologist, I'll bring up different exercise things and she says, "Oh, try them. If it doesn't hurt, do it." It's like, she's fine with, kind of experimenting and, she
I
just
bet.
says if it starts.
The young ones always are.
Yeah.
Hey, you made fun of me.
Yeah, And oh man, she ain't bad looking either. It's
Nice. See?
no,
See,
yeah,
it's nice to have an attractive doctor. Gives you extra reason to
yeah,
go.
yep,
You're like, "Oh, damn, look, I have a paper cut. Gotta go to the doctor." See?
yeah,
"Oh,
oh
hangnail. Can you
yeah,
take care of that for me?
yeah,
Kiss the boo-boo."
yeah.
But,
Oh,
yeah.
I like female doctors. Believe me, that's what I
Oh,
got.
please. I had to get an endoscopy. This was, like, 7 or 8 years ago. Actually, more like 10. And I was used to all my doctors were old, and I had to go to a special hospital, and I had to go to a special doctor, and they had just given me the stuff to start to knock me out, and he came in, I was like, who are you?" And he was like, "I'm Doctor," whatever the fuck his name was. It was an Indian name, but this dude was gorgeous. And I was like, "Oh my god, you're gonna stick that down my throat?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Just that though, right?" And he was like, "What?" I was like, "'Cause you're kinda hot." And he was just like, "Oh my god, knock her out." He was
Yeah,
hysterical. He was like, "Knock her out before she embarrasses herself." I was like, "That's not possible." I was like, "I don't do that." I don't get
well,
embarrassed
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
But
My
yeah, he was
rheumatologist
gorgeous.
is my rheumatologist is from Jordan, and
Oh,
I think she lived here in the US most of her life because
no
she has
accent.
no accent and stuff like
Oh,
that.
she might have worked
But
hard to get rid of that, though.
she's
A
got
lot of
kind of
them do.
that dark Arabian, yeah,
Oh, that
not
exotic look.
yeah,
Nice.
she's not real dark, but she's like, yeah, dark
Like I
eyes
could
and stuff. I mean,
mhm.
it's not bad, I can
See, I have a theory about people with brown eyes, like very dark eyes. They can just look into your soul and just rip it right out of your
yeah.
body. I don't know what it is. Like blue-eyed people are very seductive. Brown-eyed
Yes,
people are
I
very like
like
soul searching. Green-eyed are
yeah,
just evil.
yeah,
I have
I like
green
blue
eyes.
eyes.
I can
Uh,
say that.
yeah, yeah. Lot of gingers have green eyes, and that's kind of spooky.
Yeah, I know. I'm the only like guinea I know that has freckles and natural auburn hair, though I dye it black, and green
Oh,
eyes.
so
I
you're
have
kind of like yeah, you're
I
a
look
dark.
Irish. I
Yeah,
look Irish. Yeah.
you're dark ginger.
Yeah. And then you see my ass and you know I'm Italian or Greek,
Well,
whichever.
well,
It doesn't matter.
okay.
My ass went down like a lot. I was very upset about it. I was like, my ass is so much smaller, but it doesn't matter. I could be
Yeah,
97 pounds and 90 pounds of me
you're
will
s-
be ass and tit. That's it.
yeah.
Just tits and ass. That's it. Wait. Shenny said exactly. YouTube life is anti outside life. Outside life is anti YouTube life. Get outside and get real, folks. Yep. Because I decided that you guys still had a way to talk to me. So you were good. I had nothing really to contribute other than a lot of tears and complaints, and I couldn't get my head straight. And there was no way to work through it without depressing everybody. So I just worked on me for a while. Yes, outpost, like mental health is very, very important. Venting is important. Just remember that not everybody is worthy of your trust. Don't give it all at once. Give little bits. And I hate to be the person to say it, but sometimes you got to test people. I tested a couple people and they failed. And I talked to them, but I didn't trust them with anything substantial. I didn't wanna, like, be around it because I knew that they had betrayed me, and whether I know it or not, I wasn't gonna call them out on it. I just walk away, and it's just like, "Alright," like, that's just what I do. Because I don't want you to feel bad, but you fucked up, you fucked up, so I'm just gonna walk away and just leave it there. I don't wanna fight about it, I don't wanna talk about it, I don't wanna change it. If I wanted to change it, then I would've, but with a lot of people, I just said, "No." Like, this our time we I enjoyed our time together, but that time has passed, and now it's on to, other people who need to talk to me, who I need, who I enjoy, who enjoy me. So sometimes you just gotta cut the cord and be like, "Nope, I gotta go." And I know you have a hard time doing that, nerd. So we're gonna work on
There's
it.
a lot of us that have a tough time with that.
Well, we all have abandonment issues.
You're not alone.
We have abandonment issues and rejection issues. But
yeah.
He said, wait, who was damn it, Shenny said, I vent, but funny people love turning my words into weapons. You know what? I no longer care. People who know me know I don't hold on to crap and wash my hands of others fast. Yeah, and sometimes you got to. You just gotta. Therapy is very important. Yes, it is. Heidi said, I hear you, T3, on maintaining levels of connection we want versus the levels we can do in the midst of it. Yeah, it's hard to maintain all relationships, but when you have people who are as giving as you are and as open to discussions and giving grace to other people, it's a lot easier to maintain the connections because nobody's looking to blame anybody. There are people out there who just want to blame people for shit. They're just, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Like, I did 100 things for you, I missed one, and that's the thing you're going to focus on. So then I'm not doing anything else for you. That's where I'm at in my life. Like, if I'm doing for you and you're not appreciative, then I'm going to stop doing for you, and it's not going to restart. There are no more chance after chance after. You get a couple chances and then I'm done. Like, my ability to slam that door is getting better and better as I get older, because I don't have time to sit there and worry about my actions or my mood being horribly detrimental to somebody else and me not knowing it, or them taking offense, or them misconstruing what I say. Like, it's not worth jumping through hoops for everybody. There are certain people you might have to do it. I still do it for my mother, but it's because she's my mother. It's like, whatever. I'm never going to just walk away. I should probably, but I can't, because it's important to me that I'm good to my mother. It's unfortunate that I had to accept that that's not the reverse. Like, it's not felt reciprocally. But I'm okay with that right now because I've accepted that that's just the way it is. There's no more hoping for that validation, that approval, that level of care that I gave to my children or that I got from my grandmother. Like, so once that expectation is completely annihilated, the relationship becomes easier, because now, okay, you're just who you are who you are. And I had to get to that point. And some days I do better than others. I will admit, some days I'm like, but most days I'm like, whatever. It's just how you are. Like, and I just walk away, like, and I let it go. I don't let it fester. I don't let it get in my brain forever and ever and ever. Whereas before, it would break me down, and it would be my thing was, it reflected on me as a person, but it's not, because who I am doesn't make them act a certain way. Who I am makes me act a certain way. Who they are leads to how they are, like what they do. And it took me a really long time, even though I knew it, to accept that that's the reality of the situation was more difficult. But it hurt. It hurt a lot. I was bad for a really long time because of that. And it's better now that I'm just like, okay, like, this is where we're at, and this is what I wanted, and that's never going to happen. So I got to let that dream go. Like, that dream has to die, because it was just never going to happen.
I feel so sorry for people that don't have strong family bonds, because that's one thing my family has always been about, strong family bonds, and I have never lacked for that.
Well, my family has strong family bonds from
me,
but not with me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always there when they need me, but it's not.
No, I mean,
reversed.
I will do anything for,
Yeah.
My nieces and nephews know they can ask for just about anything, and I will try to be there. And my mom is great. My dad was great. any of my family. I mean, I have a sister who helps me a lot with all this stuff going on right now.
That's fantastic, honey.
Yeah, and it's just and I feel sorry for, like, someone like you that doesn't have that, where somebody will take their time to, try to get you through something.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It
I mean,
made me
you do
a
have
lot
somebody
more
you
resilient.
found. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, again, he's not
But yeah,
here.
he's not
Like
yeah,
he gives everything he can, but
yeah,
he's not here. Like I
yeah.
can't
It
just break down
it's
and just be held and just
yep, it's
cry it
nice
out.
just
And
to
that's
get a
what I
hug
need.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need many things from winning.
Wow.
And I ain't getting them. But
Yeah.
Heidel said, "Great, you're both going to therapy. It's beneficial, even once a month." Yep. Nerd said, "I've had these moments happen when I'm mad at someone else, and an innocent catches my anger, and it eats me up afterwards, knowing I hurt somebody else." Yeah, that you need to work on. Not not for anybody but you, because you don't want to be that person. That's not who you really are. Like you need to work on your anger and how to direct it in a better way. And I've known that about you since the day we met, but you're a good person. You have a good heart. You're what I like to call like a walking wounded. Like somebody who's walking around and doesn't know how deep the hurt goes until somebody bumps into you and presses on it. And then you like explode in pain. And I do feel bad when I encounter that anywhere. But I know that a lot of us have that issue. We all have our triggers. Nerd said my doctor would tell me to get out after checkup because I didn't have anything wrong with me and I was boring to him. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, it would be nice to go to a doctor and they're like, "Oh, you're just standard. Get out." Like, no, mine are like, "Oh, these are fascinating. This shouldn't be this." And this, I'm like, "Crap. Why do I have to be a case study? Damn it!" Like,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
like.
what that's what the orthopedist did. He sat back and started looking like Dr. House and was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, this might be something," and goes through all these scenarios and different
I
stuff,
wish
and
I
it's
could
like, "Ah,
friggin' meet House. Oh my god, like, if there was a
yeah,
doctor out there who did that, I'd be like, "Fix me. Come fix
yeah,
me."
that's what this
Because
guy
all
did," and
these
it was like,
fuckers, they don't know what they're
yeah.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah, but it sounds great to have them really interested in you until they're really interested in you, and then you're like, this is more than I was planning on." So,
Yeah. Heidi said, "Aw, T3, the time will come for you in winning face to face." Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it will, girl. If it's the last thing I friggin' do, yes, it will. Good, you're both working on things now so that when the time comes, you'll be stronger for it. And that's the thing. I mean, he's a high quality man. And he does not want to ever go into something like both feet first, like jump in head first or feet first, whatever, without having his shit in order. Like he doesn't want to be seen as a lesser man because this duck isn't in the row with the others. So it's just he's working on what he feels he has to work on as a man, and I'm working on what I feel I have to work on as me. So at some point, I mean, I think about Ellie when I think about me and winning. How her and her husband, they wrote to each other for years. They were separated for years because he was in the military, she was at home. And she fought it and she was doubtful and yeah, we will, won't, no, we won't. Yeah, we will, no, we won't. Until eventually he was like, I don't care what you're saying. Like, we're gonna, like, it's just timing. And eventually they got together and they're very happy. And she has a man who adores her. She adores him. They have great kids. They have a good life. And it came later in her life. It didn't come when she thought it would. But she had to wait out and she had to put the work in. And that's the thing. He and I believe together we're a lot stronger. But we're a very, very, very good team. We're very balanced. And there's a lot of love and respect and trust there. So yeah, it's worth putting the work in. it's worth putting the time in. I just hope that, God doesn't go, oh, look, you're going to meet on Tuesday, and Shelly's going to die on Monday.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that to me. Because that's been my life story. Like, no.
Yeah, when you're driving to the meeting place and you
right,
and an accident hit by and it burns up and or something. And, plane crashes as you're just getting there.
Oh Jesus, no. Castro! Castro, the story behind the song The Way by Fastball. Wow, deeply touching. Play and you'll recognize it, then read what it's about. Okay. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'll do it later. Somebody send me the link for that, please, because I'll forget.
Put it in the music.
Yes, please. Bobby said, that's what I say. God put them in front of you for a reason. I really do believe that God does everything to you for a reason. He stopped me for a reason. He gave me winning for a reason. He gave me you guys for a reason. He made me lose like that desire to be like, oh, I'm going to be a streamer. Like, I'm just here to say hi to you guys and to hang out and to just, catch up, basically. Like, I'm not trying to change the world. I had to like step back quite a bit because between the politics and the media crap and all the friggin', pedo stuff that's out there, I was like, I can't. I was just getting so overwhelmed. And I was like, I just got to go and like literally enjoy the birds and watch the groundhog and just, I saw a fox the other day. It was on my street. It was running down my street. I went, and I jumped up and I scared it and I ran away. But it was this big red fox. And it was just like, oh. So I'm trying to enjoy life and not just talking about living. I'm trying to actually do the living now. And I hadn't done that in a really long time because I was afraid to. I was afraid of going out in public. I was afraid of other people. I'm still afraid of contact. Like people bump into me. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not like me. I'm a hugger. So it's like, fuck, what happened to me?
I mean, contact, it doesn't even have to be physical contact. That's what I try to explain to people. I literally have a people phobia.
Mm-hmm.
And there are times where sometimes I can get by with it and I'm okay handling it. But there are days I walk outside to go get the mail or something and somebody will be walking down the sidewalk. And it's like I have to like shut the door and stay in till they pass because I just don't want to even be seen,
I know.
It's a weird.
Here it's different.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care. I go everywhere.
People think that it's like normal. Oh, you can be scared of spiders or snakes and stuff. I'm that way with people.
Mm-hmm. I was scared of face-to-face conversation, of even being seen. I totally get you.
Yeah.
It was like, why are you looking at me? And I was instantly ready to fight because that's my go-to is anger. Like
mine is just being quiet and like going back into a corner.
No, face-to-face, it's anger. Because I
know
how to be intimidating face-to-face. Like online, I'm like a pussycat.
Yeah. There's someone I know that when she saw a snake across the street, she, yelled, she screamed and then said, fucking snake, and so it's like, okay, I'll go over there and grab the snake. It didn't bother me a bit, but it's like, that's how I feel when I see somebody coming, like knocking at the door or something and wanting to, it's like, oh, fucking people. It's like,
no, that's why I reacted that way when my brother showed up. I mean, I literally went inside, it's company! It's company! Like, I was on full alert. I was like, holy shit, what do I like? I was like, oh my God, did I take a shower yet today? What clothes do I have on? Like, because I live out in the freaking country. Like, I dress different when I'm home than when I go out. I mean, my pants, I put on a pair of pants that were way too long for me because I lost weight. So like they were already like gaucho pants and the legs were long. So they hit the floor already. And when I put them on today, I was like, fuck, they're going to trip me. So I just took a scissor and I just cut them. I was just like, fuck it. Now I got culottes. Yeah. And I didn't care. My mother, when she saw, she goes,
should have done Daisy Dukes.
No. Because we have mosquitoes and I don't really want an itch anywhere there. Thank you very much. But it's like, we have tons of mosquitoes. But yeah, my mother's like, what the hell did you do to those pants? I said, who cares? I was like, I'm around the house. I was like, or I'm in the backyard shooting shit. I was like, nobody sees me. And she was like, okay. I was like, what? I was tripping on him. I said, I literally almost fell in the kitchen because I stepped on it. Like I stepped on the pant material and went, wee. And I was like, nope. I just took scissors and I didn't even try to cut them even. I know they're uneven. I don't care. It's like, whatever.
Yeah, you'd be amazed at what I look like when I'm in the backyard or out in my garden and stuff.
Yeah, nudist. Like, don't get sunburned
pretty close.
in bad places.
Not sunburned
in bad places.
I
357 is here, or he was, yeah. But hi, honey. Aw.
Yeah.
He lurking. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm done.
No. Bobby said that I'm being mean to you. Oh. I'm not being mean.
No, she's not being no meaner than anybody else is. Jeez. Hey! Playing games, it's like, well, no, but playing games with Shenny, Sin, and Heidel, it's like, geez, gang up on me.
They get cutthroat, man. That's because they like to win. We're competitive. That's why I don't play games on other people's streams. That's a really good way to learn a friendship.
It's like freaky estrogen going after.
That's what I have. I don't have.
It might be extra. Yes, yeah.
I have estrogen. Oh my god, I'm going to use that. I totally am going to use that in the future. I have estrogen. Yep, that's me. Yeah. That's why I used to tell people be extra, and they turn it up a notch. Depends on how far up the roof is. It doesn't matter if it's 3 stories or 1 story. I'm still going to fall off it. Vicey said, love mocha or any coffee ice. Any iced coffee? That's nice. I mean, I haven't had coffee in so long because I gave up sugar. And I won't have coffee without the flavoring in it, and that's all sugar. So it's like, since when does telling me to shut up ever worked? I mean, I could just, tell Heidi to shut you up. She has the ability. So
who is that? There you go. Who is that?
Oh, mod power nerd. I'm just fucking with nerd. When somebody tells me what to say or think, my ODD kicks in. Yeah, well, you're old enough that you got to learn to control your ODD. Don't let it control you. Otherwise, you wind up like Nick. Don't do that. The problem with things like lupus and Lyme is that you can have them and test negative. Yeah, and I did test negative for the Lyme on the regular test, and then they ran the Western blot line test or whatever, and that shit lit up on like 8 bands out of 12. So it was like, oh yeah, you definitely have. Yeah, no shit. Jersey seems to be batshit crazy. Yes, they are. They're trying to pass a law that allow them to arrest parents of juvenile repeat offenders. That opens the door to so much abuse by the government. Yeah, I know. Well, you know what? Yeah. The problem is a lot of parents don't raise their children. They don't even watch their children. They just kind of have them and then go, have fun. And that's it. Yeah. But they'll defend them in court.
Supposed to do that? They'll.
Well, that's the thing that made it so hard.
They think.
Yeah, because it was like, I'm not their parent. I'm not supposed to teach them how to tie their shoes, wipe their ass, like have manners. That's your job. I'm supposed to teach them how to read, how to write, like how to get along and, like share things in the classroom. That's my job. Not your, you're supposed to do the whole other thing. You're sending me with these like feral children and I have to whip them into shape. And then you're like, you told my kid no. Yes, because you never have. And they need to learn it. Because the world is going to tell them no a lot. And they're not prepared. Like you are not raising a resilient child. And I say that my students were very resilient. I didn't do so great with my own kids. Like I can manage other people's children so well. And my own, it's like, because it gets right to my heart and I give in because I'm just like, because I grew up thinking love is conditional. And I even get that with my kids. So I have to act a certain way. They have to feel a certain way to have that love. And I don't love like that. But I think the rest of the world does. And that's not a good way to live your life. So I'm working on that. But that's going to be quite the struggle, because that's
Yeah.
my nervous system is set a certain way,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's
Once you
really,
get
really
to a
hard to
certain
overcome
age.
that. Yep.
Yeah.
Bobby said, I completely messed up my chest muscles with resistance bands. Those fuckers are hard to deal. Like, people think that, oh, it's just a band. No, you can get hurt. You can hurt yourself. Oh my God, you can't hear my mother screaming outside my window. Frida! Like, oh my God, woman.
As long as it's not at you.
Talking about her vibrator. That's right. It's a good one too. It's big. You can put your feet on it. Doctor I hope they're home.
Don't put it anyplace else after your feet.
No.
There's some fungus will get going.
Yeah, see, green eyes are stunning, though. My sister has creamy jade eyes, Heidi said. Oh, creamy jade. That's nice. Ooh. Yeah, mine are more like a clover kind of Kelly green. Oh. But if I cry, they get like almost like an iridescent green. They brighten up, and like that's how you always. Everybody that I work with were like, "Are you okay? What happened?" Oh, nothing. I'm fine. No, your eyes are glowing, because they lighten to the point where it's almost spooky. And it only happens when I'm upset and I cry. So like right now they're super bright. I'm done with the bike ride. I can chat safely now. Oh, 357. You're so cute. Get over there. I'm running through hot. Texas sun isn't so nice to blue-eyed gingers. That's true. That is true. It's not so great to the green-eyed people either, because I just burn.
Blue-eyed gingers can be
running
not
through.
So bad too.
Bobby said, man, my family's one of those that exists, but they don't talk to each other about anything. It's all a facade for somebody. Yep. I don't know who they think are looking, but that's how my family is. It's everything is for public show. Like, we're so happy and we have great pictures. And meanwhile, they're just like not like that behind closed doors. Good news, Shelly. You have a vibrator under your desk. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I thought about her putting Winning's face on it. Now I can't stop laughing. I mean, but then I wouldn't put my feet on it. I'd just sit on it. But anyway, that was years ago. My knee issues and my sleep issues. Maybe Winning's into feet. No, Winning likes the boobies. I'm trying to get the. Oh, good. We're up to estrogen. Estrogen. Perfect. Yep.
Yeah.
My chest still hurts. Nice. I won't feel it until I get into some odd position. Bobby, what the hell are you up to?
What kind of odd position are we talking?
I know. Like, what exactly are your activities planned for the rest of the day? I'm making a London broil in a couple minutes.
Give some pointers.
I mean, I don't know about pointers, but a little extra information goes a long way. Yeah. Michael Love, how are you, honey? How are you? He said, good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon. I don't know where that accent came from. T3 and everybody in the chat. I don't understand the conditional love thing. You either love or you don't. There's no conditions, in my opinion. And that's the way that, I've always been. And that's why I get taken advantage of so often, because I keep giving chances and chances, because I'm like, but I love this person. And I'm willing to do anything to make their life easier, to make them happy, to, make sure they're okay. But that's not in reverse. Like, I have to earn people's love. And that's the way it's always been. And I've gotten to the point where I'm like, well, if you don't love me, fuck you. Like, I got nothing. I got to look at me, because I've spent so much time giving to everybody around me that I deteriorated and didn't even notice. And that's not a good place to be, because even if they're not using me for something, if I'm not giving myself enough care, I'm not going to be around to continue to take care of them. So, I mean, everybody wins if I, make myself better. But yeah, the conditional love thing always, that breaks my heart.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah. Because it's like, it's amazing when you have people that's why I say I feel so bad for you that, I cannot see some of my family for a long time. We get together, and if something needs to be done, we do it,
Mhm.
and we don't expect like that it had to be repaid in some form or
Oh,
something,
no, I always
you
have to
know?
repay,
Yeah,
always.
it's just it's what you do, you know?
Mhm.
If somebody needs help cleaning something up, if they're, yeah, you just do that. And it's,
Yep,
or if somebody has somebody sick and, you check on them often and stuff, yeah, it's just, yeah, I
it
do
is.
feel bad for people that don't have families like that. And I'm still screwed up, so I don't know, it didn't come from that at least.
Listen, my list of screw ups are so long, I don't even bother to tally them anymore. It's just like, meh.
Yeah,
Like, I'm human. If you can't
yeah,
accept that I'm human and I'm flawed, then I don't know what to tell you except go fuck yourself.
yeah,
Like, I can't be bothered. I
yeah.
don't have a lot of time left on this planet. Even if I have another
Oh,
40, 50 years, for me, that's not enough time because the
okay, you're
last
planning that
51
long ahead?
flew.
Oh,
Hell yes. Hell yes. I want to be that friggin' funny old lady in the purple hat that's dancing down the grocery aisles, making her husband go, really, woman? Like, come back here. Like, I want him to be chasing me like one walker after another. I don't care. Like, I want to be with somebody who, when he's 80 and I'm 80 and he's still chasing me, trying to pinch my
well,
ass, like, that's what I want.
yeah,
I
and
want
I
somebody that
think
I can be
yeah,
like, oh, I know exactly what to feed them to make them better. I know exactly what to say to make them feel better. We're just going to sit
yeah,
on this couch in complete silence and be fine. It doesn't
yeah.
have to be exciting. It doesn't have to be
Oh,
fireworks all the time. It just has to, you're here, I'm here.
yeah,
This is awesome. That's what I want.
yeah, that's one of those things, just to watch a movie and, like, giggle at the
Mhm.
same
Yep.
dumb jokes or something,
Or to
you
watch a
know?
really bad, boring movie and fall asleep on something.
Movie yeah,
I miss that. I miss just laying on the couch with like my head on somebody's thigh or their head on my thigh and just like, oh, you're asleep.
yeah,
All right. Well, I'm just not going to move.
yeah,
The only thing that does that to me now are the cats.
yeah,
So
my
it's like,
dog will do
I want
that.
my person that's my cat.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
yeah,
But you know what? I fully believe that that's in everybody's cards. It's just sometimes you see it and sometimes you don't.
yeah,
It's a
and
timing
it's
thing. And the more you get right with yourself, the more you're going to see the people that are good for you. And you're going to
but
reject all the pain and the toxicity because you know you deserve better. It's okay to say
yeah,
you deserve better because you do.
but it
You gotta
sucks
believe
if
it. Nobody's
you
gonna treat you differently until you
yeah,
believe that you deserve that kind of love. And I'm getting there. I'm
yeah.
getting there.
Oh, yeah, and I'm trying, but it
One step forward, two steps back every time.
yeah, yeah,
But it's still, I'm still trying to make progress. So one day I'll
yeah,
run up that mountain. It's fine.
yeah,
But and the same thing for you. Like for everybody that's out there who's thinking, I'm lonely and I'm not gonna find it. Yes, you will. But you also
no,
have to let go of the things that weigh you down and that get in the way of other people seeing you for the amazing person that you are. Like if you surround yourself with people who constantly let you down in any way, whether it's their fault or not, even if it's just in your head, like if that's going to bring you down, that's not going to make you stand out to somebody who maybe would have noticed you if you, I don't know, just were fine or just peaceful or smiling or whatever.
yeah. Yeah, like,
You
I
know,
get around to where people are gonna see me and yeah,
well, you met all of us and you didn't
yeah.
have that before.
Nope,
So
and
you
I
made
am
a
very
change
thankful.
and yep, you made a little change, which for you was huge, but
Yeah,
in the grand scheme of your life was just a blip on the radar.
yeah,
And it introduced all these people to you who actually care.
yeah.
And that, whether you know it or not, or whether you feel it right now or not, is going to change you for the better.
Oh, I am very thankful for what's happened the last 6 months or so.
That's
Yep.
awesome. That's awesome. And we're very grateful for you because you have made me laugh sometimes when I really didn't think I could.
I'm good at
Everybody
that.
here has been very supportive, very encouraging, very forgiving. Um, And y'all just understand that what I did before, being on here all the time, available for like 6 hours at a clip, I can't do that because
Yeah.
it wasn't good for me. It wasn't good for me in the house. It kept me in that apartment because I had people. I didn't have to stray outside.
Yeah.
There was nothing pushing me to get out of that chair. Now I had the motivation to, oh, you are not going to fucking rent my kids. And that got me out of that. Like, my protectiveness of them is what got me started. And then the momentum just kept me going. And you guys kept me going. And winning kept me going. My kids kept me going. I kept me going. For once I could rely on myself to go, no, you're going to get better because you're going to do things like you used to. We're doing road trips. We're doing this. We're doing that. Like, I want to be who I was, but better. Like, I want to be able to do the things I did before, but I want to be in a better mental and emotional place, which I think I am, because I did tackle a lot of my issues. And some of them are never going to go away until I have that reassurance in person. And you know what? Everything has its time. So I'm willing to wait. He's worth the wait. I'm definitely worth the wait. So we waiting.
Yeah, I'm still at that kind of in between stage where I need the community online.
Yeah. I mean, I need you guys, but I have you all in Discord too. So that
but I
helps
mean,
me.
because I still can't see myself like.
It takes a lot of energy for me to do shows. Because you see how hyper I am right now. That's what happens. And then I'll crash and I'll be no use for the rest of the day.
Oh, that's like
I have to get off in a couple minutes because I got to go start making dinner for these kids because I bought them a London broil and they're like salivating for it.
Oh,
oh yeah, I'm gonna be broiling. I got to make potatoes. I got to do the whole shebang. Connor had like a list. He was like, "This is what I want for dinner." I'm like, "Okay, whatever."
Yeah,
but
even the days like
before,
my therapist days are just draining. Which I figure means I'm putting a lot into it. I am taking it serious.
Are you scheduling your therapy sessions for early in the day or late in the day? Because I used to do both, and this is just me. The ones that I did later in the afternoon were better because the day had worn me down to where my defenses weren't so strong, and I was willing to be more vulnerable because I was tired from the day. And then I would just unload like everything that was in my head at that point. And then at the end, I'm exhausted, but it's the end of the day. I don't have to deal with anybody else.
Yeah.
I can go home and just make myself something little to eat and just lay down if I have to, or I can put on, funny videos or whatever. So maybe
mine's usually early or midday. And and it's kind of tough getting in, changing times and it's
just something to think about.
Yeah, but I kind of like the time, but it's just that the rest of the day I'm exhausted. It just really, but I figure that's a good thing. If I wasn't taking it serious, it wouldn't bother me.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be saying things that,
Well, Snipperoonie, I think you're fantastic. I love your paintings. I love your little decoys. I think they're so cute. They're so cute. And they're so well made. Like, I kind of want you to make me some crows and mail them to me so I can make crow friends.
Okay.
No, I'm not expecting that. When I saw you make those, I was like, oh crap, I need crows. I need like 2 crows. That's it. But no.
I've done crows before in different types of things. Decoys? So but they were a little different. They weren't quite as sophisticated as some of my others.
No, they don't have to be lifelike. They just got to not be scary to other crows.
No.
Because did you know that crows memorize your face and they tell the other crows about you if you're not nice to them or if you scare them? And crows will make your life a living hell. if they don't like
I don't really like crows. I'm not a big crow fan, but
well, I like
like
the crows around here because they keep the hawks away, and then the hawks stay away from my chickens. So,
well, yeah,
yeah.
they do that with my pigeons, but
Oh,
I also see them go through the trees, and they like they look for nests of robins and stuff like that. They're really good at finding those nests.
Bobby's right. He said crow bros are awesome. They bring you shiny stuff. Yes, they do. They bring you little trinkets and like bottle caps and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have cardinals that come and they sit right on the railing, and I sit there and talk to them. And it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
I like the Black Crows band.
Yeah, so do I.
Black crows, counting crows. There's all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get started on another topic, I got to go make dinner. But I want to thank you very much for sharing the stream with me, for coming on and talking with me. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you. I've enjoyed this, and yeah, this has been great.
Did you? I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad. I know I talked a lot, but I'm used to doing shows by myself.
It's hard to do
panels again.
Believe me, I'm used to women talking a lot. I'm used to women talking a lot.
La fessa de mama. But it's all right. It's all right.
What? Okay, I like strong women. I have nothing against that. I have 4 older sisters who I respect greatly, so.
But I keep praying, God, give me patience, not strength, because I'm gonna kill a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, just give me patience, not strength. Patience, not strength. But yeah, I'm happy that we did this. And just because I know somebody's gonna have, I wonder if Winning already knew that I was gonna do this stream with Snips, and he was like, I see how it is. I was like, yeah, whatever. But he was
like I've said to you, Winning doesn't have to worry. I'm scared of you. So.
Winning never worries. He knows that he's got me locked in for the duration. Like, I literally worship the ground the man walks on. So no, like, I want to lick his brain. Like, it's just he's look. There he is, son of a bitch. Winning said, I know.
Yeah.
That's my king.
Checking it out.
There. That's my king.
And Heidel,
nobody can ever top him. So he's got no worries.
And I get cussed out because I can't remember what I've seen it enough. I should know what she's saying. Heidel and her cabatus.
Oh, what'd she say? She said cabatos. You're a thickhead.
Yeah. Oh.
That's not what I said. What I said was much not nicer. But
oh yeah, I know. She can be polite, I guess. I'm doing quotation marks.
But I'm very glad that we did this stream. We'll have to do it again.
Yeah.
And maybe get one of the girls to come up here and bullshit with us too. Yeah. He just popped in between meetings. My baby is such a hard worker. Mwah. You go work hard. He's so my honey. But and thank you for just popping in. Because he didn't know I was doing it today. Because I didn't know I was doing it today. But I had that.
I didn't know you were doing it today.
When I get that little window of opportunity where they're out and nobody's going to interrupt, I'm like, ooh. And then somebody always interrupts. This time, nobody interrupted. And I started 5 minutes after I realized I had like an hour and a half to play with. So, and now they're home. So, and they're slamming all the doors in the house. So I'm going to go. But thank you again. I thoroughly enjoyed this. You made me laugh, and it was just really good. Thanks to everybody.
And just for winning, I might be pregnant, and I can't breathe right now. So.
I can't breathe. Oh my god!
I can't breathe.
I can breathe.
Breathe.
I can breathe. You know why? Because I'm the perpetual victim. But okay.
Yeah.
We're good though. Anyway, thank you to everybody for coming by. Thank you for chatting. I love you all. I miss you. Don't forget to keep sending me DMs because I'll answer you. And hopefully I'll get to do another stream sooner than I've been, but we shall see. Yeah. Anyway, thank you again for coming over and for hanging out with me and spending the afternoon. And I hope you feel good about it. I do, because
I do.
You don't deserve to feel alone. You deserve to feel accepted and loved, and we do. We do.
I'm in a good place right now.
Good. That's good. All right, say bye-bye, Snips.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye, everybody. I will see you in the funny papers. And it won't play my outro. Here we go. All right. Bye.
Jersey girl, I know that you're a Jersey girl inside. 4 a.m. at a diner, stop singing, living on a
And doggone it, people like me.
I'm thinking maybe you're a Jersey girl with all those highlights in your hair. No other girl can move like you. We pump our fists, damn right it's true. And I don't care what they might say, they'll never get us anyway. So be my Jersey girl, and take a little ride with me tonight. And let's get dirty, girl. I know that you're a Jersey girl inside. The way you turn it up, turn me on, and then you take it off. Make it hot, make it loud, we'll wake the whole town. Jersey girl, I know that you're a Jersey girl inside.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.